Hey guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another makeup tutorial here for you guys. You guys seem to really like the last one where I did like a no foundation makeup tutorial, and you guys know I don't normally I don't even own a foundation. So I want to bring another no foundation makeup tutorial, but kind of step it up a notch and do something a little bit more Valentine's Day themed, something with like a red raspberry wash. And I was inspired by Rachel T. Tyler to do this makeup look. She has so many great makeup looks on her channel. I've been following her on Instagram since I was like 19. I think she's the bomb. And honestly, if you guys like my makeup tutorials and like the way I do my makeup, you'll really like her. So I'm going to leave her in the description box below. She did like kind of like a cherry bomb Instagram makeup tutorial, and I was like, okay, I kind of want to do like a kind of berry stained one as well, just because I do this when I want to step it up a notch, and I thought this would be perfect for Valentine's Day. So still the same dewy glow, but just a little bit more of a wash of pink. If you guys like this, please keep watching, and I'm going to show you guys how I do it all. So the first outfit that I have here. Okay guys, so this is me, totally no makeup, completely makeup free, and I just kind of want to get started with how like I prep my face just pretty much for everything. So if you are a sufferer of dry skin like me, I've been using these two things. The first thing I have is the Causemetics Bye Under Eye. I just kind of like to dot it a little bit here, but one thing I do is I also put it a little bit around my nose, just because if you guys are like me, my nose just always flakes. So I know that eye creams are pretty much the most potent in terms of like moisturization and like for delicate areas. So it doesn't hurt to put it on other parts of your face. The only thing is that you're using a very expensive product on your entire face when it may not exactly need it. But I find that in the wintertime, like right now, I find it really helpful. I'm gonna take a little bit of my pawpaw. Dylan got this for me when he was in Australia. It's basically like an all-purpose ointment. So think of like Tiger Balm or Vaseline or anything like that. This is like the Australian version from what I believe. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this. I'm just gonna put it on my lips right now just because I'm just dry, guys. I'm really dry. This is gonna be a little bit more makeup than I wear normally. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Too Faced concealer that I showed you guys in my everyday video. We're gonna put it here. It's a little dark for me right now, but when I blend everything in, I think it's gonna be okay. So I'm also gonna take the Age Rewind concealer. You guys know this one if you guys watch beauty videos. I'm just gonna dot this on my chin as well for like that added coverage, and then go in with my beauty blender again. It's the only, like, I'm really breaking out my chin and I don't know why, so it's like the only part that lately I feel like I need to conceal a little bit more, especially from filming. Like, I don't know the situation. I'm trying to drink a lot more water, so hopefully that's gonna help. Not perfect, but you guys know I really like when some of the imperfections kind of go through. So I'm gonna take a little bit of my Wowder by Glossier. This is in the light medium. I'm really happy they're expanding their shade range because I really feel like they need a little bit of help with that. I don't know if I would even be a light medium in the summertime. So I'm gonna take a little bit on my brush, just pat that in. And because I'm dry, I don't bake. I just kind of want to set the chin area because we put a little bit of makeup there and there's like no makeup on the rest of my face. So the next thing I like to do, I'm going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I do my brows. Let's just put this here behind my ears. And I actually, since the last video I put up like not that long ago, I figured out like a better way to do this. And it looks a lot more natural. I noticed that my brows were kind of on the heavier side, and that worked for some makeup looks, but as of now, I've really been liking to do it with just a little more, I guess, just a lighter touch. We are going to do this, and this is a tip. It's not from me. I've been watching Rachel T. Tyler's videos, and I've been like obsessed with her. I've followed her since like, I think I was in like second year university, since I was 19. We're going to take the Thrive Brow Gel, and I've really been liking this lately because my boy brow's been running out. I have a little mirror here just so you guys can see. And I never do my brow gel first, but I find that this looks the most natural lately. I don't normally have a lot of brow hair at the end, which is why I like to kind of fill it in a little bit more. But I've been using Rapid Lash on my eyebrows, and I find that there's been quite a bit of a difference. Like, if you guys can see, I have these little hairs that are coming in here, and that's really definitely because of Rapid Lash. So yeah, I've just been putting that on my brows every night to hopefully make them look a little less sparse and fill them in the areas that never grow in. So I like to take my patience, like my time with this. And that honestly would be good for me on an everyday basis, but I do like them to look a little bit thicker. I find that my brows naturally look like I overpluck them, and that's not the case. This is the way they grow in. It's just the way it is. I'm going to fill in the extra sparse parts, and I find that this just looks so much more natural than doing it the other way, and this is just the way I've been doing it lately. Because I always thought of brow gel as like sealing everything in, but I find that doing it before, since I've watched Rachel T. Tyler's video on her like 5-minute makeup, like I don't know, it just made sense to me and it's been working. So we are going to fill in a little bit here because it's sparse, and then I'm going to try to kind of blend out the ends to make it look a bit more natural. Okay, so I think that's enough because a little product goes a long way. And then we're going to take the end of the spoolie, like a little spoolie on the end of the brow styler, and then just brush everything through so it blends all together. This looks so much more natural this way, so thanks Rachel for putting up that video. I've learned so many tips from you, and there's one more tip I'm actually going to implement in this afterwards, and I'll link her video down below because she has a very similar like makeup style to mine, and I've been really liking her stuff. But that's kind of how I've been doing my brows lately. They're not perfect, but they're still natch. Why can't I find anything? So you guys know the drill. This is my Milk Makeup like bronze stick. This is a matte bronzer in the color Blaze, and you guys know I've like used this all the time. And one thing I've been doing instead of just putting it right on my face, which that's what I used to do, I find that this looks so much more natural if I just take a brush and then I kind of dot it in like that. And it just looks a lot more diffuse. It's way easier to blend. And I've been doing this with like all of my cream products. So again, we'll go do this side, just kind of contour in my cheekbones, which are right there. I'm sorry if you guys hear the furnace. I film in the basement now, so it's not as quiet. So I'm just gonna kind of fill in my natural cheekbone like this, getting a little bit of product when I need to. Just kind of adding a little bit of a soft glow everywhere. And a little bit on the chin where we put the concealer. So that's a very light bronze, but you can definitely see the contour coming in. And then I go in with my nose, and you guys know, if you guys know, I like did a very more like in-depth on my everyday makeup. So I'm just gonna kind of just make the bridge look a little bit more pronounced because you guys know I have like a very like, I guess, flat Asian nose. I don't have like a high bridge or anything, so I like to take a little bit, dab it on, and I think I did this in my last video, and then we're just going to kind of work the product in. This is really good. Honestly, a little bit of product goes a long way. I think since my last makeup tutorial, and not like you guys mentioned this or anything, but I think I was a little too heavy-handed still, so I'm still like learning, but I feel like that looks very natural and just makes the tip of my nose look like there's a little bit more shape. So now we have like our contour, and then we're gonna go in with highlight as soon as I'm done with the cheeks. There are a few products I've been using lately, and I kind of wanted this to be very like raspberry-ish. I don't know. I think that's kind of the vibe because it's near Valentine's Day right now. I'm gonna take a dot of Haze, which is like an OG color, and this is like a newer-ish color, and a dot of Storm. And I love like, see, it kind of matches my top. So we're gonna take a dot of those. I'm gonna mix them together with my beauty blender. We're gonna go in on my cheeks, and we're gonna bring it above the bridge of my nose, and you guys saw that in my last video, how I like to do that. I learned that from like the Emrata Vogue tutorial. And we're just gonna keep on going, and we're just gonna keep layering this till obviously the desired effect. I want it to look very flushed, so I'm gonna put a little bit more on. So if this is too much blush for you, obviously you could tone it down, but ooh, I really like the way it looks. So now that I have that done, we're going to go into the eyes, and I still have eyelash extensions like the last time, so this saves me so much time. So you can obviously go in with a mascara after this or a liner if you need to, but lately I've been really liking like the no liner look. I don't have a lot of lid space, so when I put up a liner, it looks a little bit, I don't know, dramatic, like intense, more intense than like the regular person. So yeah, we're not gonna do that today. And we're gonna go in with my favorite makeup applicator, my finger. So I have this Morphe palette. If you guys can see, I feel OG right now, but it's like all these like warm tones, and I really, really like this palette. Honestly, it's like one of my favorite ones. I think I'm gonna have this for a really long time. And this one is in 9C, Jewel Crew. So I'll try to link it if they still have it. But I'm gonna go in with the color Rich Girl. So that's this little purple one, and get a little bit of a wash on my finger. And so I have it right here. I'm gonna dab it a little bit on my hand, just cause I know it'll just get a little too intense. And we're gonna go in right at the brow bone, so right here. It's very, very slight, but I really like it. And then we're gonna take a little bit of, there's a color here called Chocolate Diamond. I'm gonna take a little bit on my pinky, and I'm just gonna kind of rub it into my lash line as if I had like a little bit of eyeliner and smudged at the bottom. And then we're gonna go in with Stone Fox. And it's just about layering. So I'm gonna take my ring finger again, just go into this little burnt terracotta color. Again, wipe a little bit of the excess off on my hand, and kind of just layer it a little bit lower than the first color, but still in the crease of my eye. And I find that these orangey colors really bring out every other color that you put on there. And that is literally it for the eyes until we get into the highlights. So we're gonna go in first, just to make ourselves look a little bit glowier. It's all about glowy. I'm gonna go in with this Milani bronzer in Soleil. And I'm gonna take just a regular little brush and just kind of put it apples on my cheeks, my chin, along my nose. But basically I just want it to look like I dipped my whole face in a bucket of raspberries, and then my eyes and my makeup happen to be perfect after that from that stain. That was kind of the vibe. So we're gonna go in now finally with highlight. And I actually bought this highlight since the last time I talked to you guys. And this is Hey Honey by Nude Sticks. Like, this is like the prettiest highlighter. It's just a little bit more slight than the one I used from Flesh. So that's what it looks like, guys. It's just very, very kind of just a little bit of a sheen. And I like putting this right onto my skin. Like, you can tap it and then work it, but I like just kind of tapping it like this on my cheekbone. We're gonna do the other side. Yeah. And then a little bit at the top. So that way when you reflect your face, this whole side just becomes a little glowier. So I'm gonna blend this in just using my fingers. So we have highlight there, but we're gonna take it up one more notch because you guys know I love a good glow. I just got this at Sephora. It's like the Marc Jacobs like coconut dewdrops, except it's like the NARS version. And this is the Super Radiant Booster, and they only have this in one color, which is like their rose gold, which apparently is universal. But it's just a liquid. I think it's cool. So you take a little bit, and we'll put just the slightest amount on my hand. So you guys can see here, so glowy. So I'm gonna take a little bit on my ring finger, tap, 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 and we're gonna use this again after too. So just, it's all about layering, I found. Like, that's what I've noticed in terms of what I like. It's like a little bit of each product, so not too much. And again, if you noticed, there's no foundation in this, so I'm gonna do a little bit on my Cupid's bow and right here, and we're gonna put that back on after, but I always use the excess to put right there. Okay, so I have this Nude Sticks in Deep Maple, and it's very Canadian. I don't know why I just giggled to myself. And it's more like it's like a reddish color. And I think I put a little bit on my lips last time, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna take my finger again and just pat it on. Not too much though. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more pink, so I'm gonna try to layer it with something else. Maybe the Cloud Paint. The Cloud Paint's so good because it's universal. It's really similar to the Nude Sticks in that way. So I'm gonna take a little, just a dollop, not even a dollop, just like a dab on my hand. I'm gonna take my finger again, take a little bit of the color. Just so I'm gonna finish with gloss, and then we're gonna set the makeup. So I can't believe I did another makeup tutorial, guys. This is so not me. But we're gonna go in with a different gloss this time. You guys know I love my Pat McGrath, but I also have the Dose of Colors Katy one. This one's in the most, and if you guys watch like Desi and Katy, this gloss is like fire. So this one actually has like more silvery reflex, so not as gold, but I think it looks so good on the lips. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on. It's more like pink toned, if you guys can tell. Makes your lips look like almost wet. Put my hair down now, and we're just gonna set using my Fresh Vitamin Nectar Antioxidant Glow Water. You guys know I really like this product if you guys have been watching me for a little bit. Love that. It's a little bit different than my last one. It's just a little bit more pink tone, really cute for Valentine's Day, super easy. Again, no foundation whatsoever, but you still have that like glow. So I just wanted to mix it up for you guys, show you guys what I've been up to. If you guys also want to follow me on Instagram, I've been posting more like makeup selfies and stuff like that there because I've just been really into makeup lately. I don't know, I really like it. So if you have any products you want me to try or any other like no foundation tutorials, let me know. And with that being said, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.